Bree looked at her for a moment before figuring out what Ginny wanted. Her smile turned to a frown as she realized that this was just another ploy to give her more chores. Grumbling, Bree wiped Ginny's hands for her. Next, she began washing the knife and spoon, unsure yet what she should do with the bowl of guts. Ginny was sitting contentedly at the table when she was suddenly overcome by mischievous thoughts. Clearly, she hadn't been a bad enough baby. An idea popped into her head, and she grinned. "I want a candy," she demanded in a whiny squeak. Bree was still upset about having to clean yet more dishes. "No, you made a mess. But I've been good." Ginny whined further. "I said, no." Bree turned around momentarily, before returning her attention to the sink. "No candy for baby." "But why?" "Because I said so." Ginny had collected the bowl of pumpkin guts and quietly approached Bree from behind. At that exact moment, an even better idea entered her mind, one that would be sure to make Bree completely lose her cool. Ginny wrestled with the thought. It was as if her mind was demanding she go through with it, as if something was urging her to be mean to Bree. She managed to convince herself otherwise, and out of slight compassion, took alternate action. Stealthily she grabbed a handful of mush and dropped it on Bree's arm. "Ew!" Bree screamed, and dropped the dish brush as she jumped back. "What da hell?" Ginny froze when she heard the swear. Bree stomped toward her, and snatched the bowl from her hands. "Come on Ginny, don't be a bad baby, that's not fair." Ginny only smiled sweetly. "But I didn't know that was bad." She mimicked Bree's lisp. "Well it is." She slammed the bowl into the sink. "You want me to spank you?" Ginny shook her head. Bree paused for a second, glancing at the bowl of mush, then back to Ginny. "How about I put that mush on you?" A sly grin spread across her face as she remembered something she had once seen a kid do with potato salad. "Or how about I put it in your diaper?" Ginny's mouth fell open in shock. That was her idea. She immediately regretted her decision not to do that exact thing to Bree, only moments ago. Her shock turned to annoyance at her lost chance. "Babies don't care about being messy, right?" Bree taunted. Ginny was about to argue loudly, when a much better response appeared in her head. "You're gonna have to change my diaper again." Ginny attempted to appear unfazed by the threat. Bree's confidence wavered, and her face softened for a second. "I'm putting you in timeout." She forced a stern look onto her face. "Go sit in DA corner." Ginny complied, but kept grinning at her discovery. She took her seat in the corner, and began contemplating her next action. Bree finished cleaning, and moved to the living room. There, she took a seat on the couch and began coloring in a book.